India is constructing an extensive high-speed rail corridor. While the tracks are on track for a 2027 opening, the specialized trains required to run on them won't be ready until the early 2030s. This 508-kilometer route between Mumbai and Ahmedabad represents the most ambitious expansion of the country's transit infrastructure. To build it, the government partnered with Japan, relying on Shinkansen technology and billions in Japanese financing to launch the system. The original plan was straightforward. When the corridor opened, it was intended to exclusively run Japan's next-generation E10 Shinkansen. But there is a major problem. The E10 is still under development in Japan, and officials have confirmed the fleet will not be ready for export until the start of the next decade. Meanwhile, civil engineering work is progressing rapidly. The first physical sections of the track are scheduled to be entirely finished in 2027. This timeline gap presented a choice: let the completed infrastructure sit idle for years, or develop a domestic train to fill the void. The Ministry of External Affairs and Indian Railways decided to move forward. They refused to delay the 2027 launch and opted to deploy an Indian-built train instead. They are developing an indigenous high-speed model known as the B28, or Bharat, spearheaded by the manufacturer BEML. To meet the 2027 target, engineering and manufacturing operations are being localized at BEML's Bengaluru facility. Engineers have designed the B28 to reach a top design speed of 280 km per hour. For commercial operations, the speed will be capped at 250 km per hour to ensure safety on the new corridor. While slower than the fastest Shinkansen, the B28 allows the project to open on time and will become India's fastest train by a wide margin. Building the train was only part of the challenge. The hardware is useless if it cannot communicate with the tracks. Railway networks rely on signaling systems, the digital protocols that control speeds, braking, and safe distances between trains. These tracks were originally designed specifically for Japan's proprietary Shinkansen signaling technology. To solve this, India ordered signaling equipment built to international rail standards, allowing the Indian train to operate safely on the Japanese-designed infrastructure. Since no Japanese offer was received for this specific signaling integration, India is executing this technical coordination independently to meet international specifications. By mastering this integration, India has proved it could adapt specialized foreign infrastructure to serve its own domestic hardware. The current target is for Indian Railways to roll out the first fully operational B28 prototype by March 2027. Once commercial service begins, the travel time between Mumbai and Ahmedabad is expected to drop to just over 2 hours. Looking ahead to the early 2030s, Japan's next-generation E10 Shinkansen will finally be ready for deployment on the line. The E10 will eventually supplement the fleet, offering higher speeds and improved energy efficiency. The long-term vision for the corridor is a shared network where domestic Indian trains and advanced Japanese imports operate side by side. This project marks a shift in India's role, moving from a pure importer of transit technology to a manufacturer of its own high-speed hardware. By pivoting to the B28, India ensured the 508-kilometer corridor will open on schedule in 2027 with a made-in-India solution.
Subscribe for more such reports.